Welcome to FNG Maths Ask Atuljo series. In today's episode, I will talk about whether you should apply to M7 schools if you have crossed the age of 30. 30 is a tricky age in 2023. This is the first year where there are no pandemic-related restrictions. So the type of applicants who are reaching out to me for guidance through FNG Maths Career Planning Service waited a couple of years or a year to apply because they didn't want an online or a hybrid model of learning from a top MBA program, not from M7 schools for sure, where peer-to-peer learning has a huge influence on learning outcomes and networking. So here are three scenarios that you should consider if you're over the age of 30 and applying to M7 schools. Number one, impact on work culture. It was a huge challenge to shift completely from an in-person to a digital ecosystem from many companies. This was especially challenging for management consultants, banking professionals, manufacturing and operations, and marketing persons. But this scenario also presented a lot of opportunity for professionals to create team building activities as team leads or managers, assist the company with pricing, create strategies for operations and marketing, find alternative supply chain partners, and even change the culture of the organization. So if your career progression goes beyond titles and roles, but also had an impact on the culture and the trajectory of the company, apply to M7 schools. Number two, managerial roles. A lot of applicants were faced with a unique challenge. Companies who saw the potential of the applicant began giving promotions aggressively. So they had to choose to continue with the new role or take a risk in a hybrid online-offline MBA program. And many selected the job. But when you apply to M7 school, if you focus only on the title, then the school might doubt your motivation. When you write your essays or strategize with your supervisors, focus on the additional responsibilities and the learning curve of the new role. Number three, the gap. Depending on the company, your gap in experience, industry exposure, and even functional exposure might be completely different from other competing 30-year-old applicants. If you were in the same role and function for the past 3 years, with marginal improvement in responsibilities, I wouldn't recommend applying to M7 schools. But if you got a promotion right in the middle of the pandemic, that is middle of 2021 or early 2022, then you have a very good reason for applying this year. Still, schools will wonder why you didn't take the risk last year. There should be a very good reason for it. If you need help strategizing and creating narratives for your MBA application, reach out to me, Atul Jose, at store.fngmat.com/contact-fngmat. Or you can subscribe to FNG Mat's career planning service at store.fngmat.com/career-planning. 30 is not a problem if you are from a non-traditional background like the military, creative, sports, non-profit, or the government, or if you are an entrepreneur transitioning into a traditional career, or an entrepreneur building skills and network to take the family business to the next milestone. I hope you got value from my advice. I am Atul Jose. See you in the next Ask Atul Jose series.